4-seed Vanderbilt Commodores against the 13-seeded Murray State Racers. Take a look at the brackets and how they stack up in this West region. The bottom of your picture, we open with Vandy and Murray State. Butler, UTEP, the second game of our day's session, and a potential upset bid there. Two very intriguing matchups as we get set to go here. Let's take a look at how the two teams will start this game. First, Vandy on the right. John Jenkins among the young men we'll be talking about today. The much heralded freshman for Kevin Stallings led the SEC in three-point shooting. And meantime, balance is the name of the game for this Murray State team. All 5 starters averaging double-digit scoring. Today's game being brought to you in Sterling. HD TV by LG. Life's good. Our officials for today's game, Patrick Driscoll, William McCarthy, and Michael Irving, as we are ready for tip-off finally. Spiro Ditas and Bob Wenzel, our entire CBS crew on hand. Bob, what do we look for early in this game?
I'm intrigued by the matchup between Ogilvie inside against Easley, the shot blocker. Both of these teams are balanced in terms of inside-outside scoring. Vanderbilt much, much bigger.
Ogilvie setting up his man in the corner. Jeffrey Taylor's shot was blocked, and it's knocked out of bounds. And possession maintained for the Commodores with 17 to shoot.
Easley got that. He got a piece of it. Billy Kennedy, the coach, looking on. Easley had 93 blocked shots coming into this game.
Vanderbilt 24-8 overall on the season as they knock down the 3 from the corner. That's Jermaine Beal, the senior from DeSoto, Texas.
First team unanimous all SEC, up there with John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. So Beal, the leader, the unquestioned leader of this team.
Murray State 30-4, the champion out of the Ohio Valley Conference. Their first possession of the day looked awfully loose during their pregame warm-ups and certainly during their team workout yesterday.
They have a lot of guys, Spiro, who put the ball on the floor with the dribble. Vanderbilt's going to have to move their feet defensively.
Ogilvie trying to find Andre Walker inside. Pass a little bit behind target as the Commodores commit the early turnover.
I'm surprised there's full court pressure here by Vanderbilt. It's the zone variety, kind of token early just to check it out, and they're coming back man-to-man here.
Murray State coming in, 13-seeded team in the West. It's taken inside. Layup is up and good. That's Ivan Asker, the native of Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Yeah, he's only 230 at 6'7". And right now, Ivan is matched up against Ogilvie because he's much stronger than the Finnish Beasley.
Andre Walker trying to find some open space, finds Jeffrey Taylor. And a pretty good look at it. Offensive rebound by Walker. And a new 35 for the Commodores. There's a 3 from John Jenkins. Boy, he made his mark early in SEC play. Led the conference in three-point shooting. And meantime, the Racers getting up and down the floor quickly. 5-4 game.
Well, the Racers do like to push it, Spiro. They get up and down the floor quickly. And a team that has won 30 games, they like to get the ball up and down the floor. Right here, you can see B.J. Jenkins taking it coast to coast for Murray State. I think we're going to see a lot more interior play offensively for Vanderbilt in this game. Ogilvie, one of the top guys in the SEC in terms of getting fouled and free throw shooting. Jeffrey Taylor, an excellent forward for this team. Born in Sweden. Dad was a pro over there. And of course, he has had kind of lately a little bit of a slump. Single figures in the last 3 out of 4 games, and he averages nearly 14 a game.
Vandy's head coach Kevin Stallings said he's tried to encourage him to shoot more. Says he's a better shooter than he thinks.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a confidence issue, and he's been good and bad during the SEC season.
Here comes Taylor trying to get to the rim, and a reach-in foul will put the sophomore at the free throw line. Well, there's Billy Kennedy, the head man of this Murray State team, led them to 30 victories. The most in the school's 85-year history. That's a pretty good year.
Yeah, excellent year. And, of course, the kids call him Clint Eastwood, so he's so cool, calm, and collected. They said, does he rough you guys up during practice? They said no.
And Kennedy's counterpart today, Kevin Stallings, a winning percentage of over 61. in his 11th season leading the Commodores.
Yes, he's an excellent coach and was the coach of the year this year in the SEC. And of course, Kevin played at Purdue, was an excellent player, played in the Final Four.
Offensive rebound by Walker. Can't finish, but Taylor is inside to clean it up.
Nice pair of forwards, huh? Walker and Taylor, bouncy.
Meantime, some early foul trouble about to Murray State. Easily just picked up his second.
And that is very, very serious for Billy Kennedy because Easley is their best defender on the interior. Kevin Stallings is going to get the interior offense going here. If he's wise, he'll get the ball into Ogilvie.
Jeffrey McLean is checked in for the Racers. McLean, the junior from Hickman, Kentucky. Here comes Danero. Thomas getting to the rim. Couldn't finish over the big Ogilvie. A rebound attempt from B.J. Jenkins. Another chance inside. That's Jeffrey McLean. And he'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, you've got to admire the stick-to-itiveness on the offensive boards right here. Ogilvie challenges nicely, but Racers all over the offensive glass, and they come up with a free throw. I mean, you talk about a team that's got some bounce. McLean just got in the game, and he gets all over the glass.
McLean was the Racers' full-time starter at the power forward position last season. This year in a bench role.
He's one of those dirty work type guys, you know, gets in there, pounds around, 6'6", 230. He's going to be undersized in this game in the post.
McLean can't put the free throws down, so an 8-4 game in the early.
Terrific steal on for Dent by Kenny Boynton. Now again, they have the opportunity to get the final shot, and Billy Donovan is going to call a timeout. And that is the last timeout for the Florida Gators, with BYU having one left
for Commodores.
Yeah, he's 6'11" and nearly 260. An Australian product, has been very consistent his entire career at Vandy.
Bob, no secret, Vandy is at its best when they are working inside out. And a good start for Ogilvie. As meantime, more free throws coming up for the Racers. That's Isaac Miles getting to the bucket.
Vanderbilt taking care of the inside right here. Ogilvie, an easy one. Notice how he does his work before the pass comes. It's a catch and lay-in. It's not a catch and 2 dribbles and a fake and a jump hook. When you're big and strong like he is, and he's got the advantage in size in this game, get your body into your defender early.
Isaac Miles' first free throw is good. The native of Kansas City. Averaged just under 11 points per game.
He's a transfer from Creighton where he did a good job there. Kind of a point guard, all-around type player. And an excellent season this year for the Racers.
His free throws bring the Racers to within 4 points. Just under 17 minutes left in this first half. Teams still trying to feel each other out in the early going. Taylor, nice lead pass for Ogilvie. Soft rim, can't finish. Ogilvie is on rebound and knocked away and taken by Murray State. And it's taken right back. And we get a loose ball foul.
seconds ago. That was just a great play by Boynton, who's made so many good plays today. Now, once again, it's the same strategy as at the end of regulation. Florida wants to make sure they get the last shot. No opportunities for BYU. The shot clock, that's the time remaining in our overtime. Parsons. They're going to stay on him. Overtime number 2 in Oklahoma City in our first game of the tournament. We're tied at 75 at the end of regulation. We're tied at 81 at the end of overtime number 1. The Gators and the Cougars on CBS.
Defensively in there, scrambling after the basketball because of their lack of size.
Early rebounding numbers favoring the Commodores 7-4. Ivan Asker wanted to take Ogilvie at a charging foul charge to Asker. So a good defensive start for the Commodores. A 4-point lead here in San Jose. Timeout.
There are 31 days in GMC's Truck Month. Make each one count. With the truck that offers you over 400 horsepower, almost 1,900 pounds of payload, and up to 10,700 pounds of towing. Get $4,000 cash back on select Sierra half-tons in stock. The truck rated at Consumers Digest Best Buy. If you've got work to do, Truckmont couldn't have come at a better time.
This is really putting me in the mood. Get some hair action with Axe shampoo.
It's the sure sign of a good time. It's just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Thanks to the new venture card from Capital One, we get double miles with every purchase. So we earned a tropical vacation in half the time. We earn double miles every time we use our card. Double miles add up fast, so we can bring the whole gang.
Awesome!
It's hard to beat double miles. Everyone knows 2 is better than 1.
Introducing the Venture Card from Capital One with double miles on every purchase every day. Go to CapitalOne.com.
Hey, what's in your wallet? Wait up!
From where I'm skating,
From where I'm skating, boosts come at the push of a button.
So get ready for a seriously tasty burger.
With crinkle-cut pickles, thick cheese, and did we mention 100% pure beef?
It's a big and juicy burger delivered on roller skates from me.
Drive in today for a supersonic cheeseburger, and I'll give you a free medium order top. It's big, it's juicy.
it's Sonic.
Monday, you think March Madness is tough?
There's a monster inside of me, and you don't want to wake him up.
Check out 2.5 Men.
Did the monster burn his mouth with his chamomile tea?
New episode. Then,
Why do you have all these unopened paychecks? Because most of the things I'm planning to buy haven't been invented yet.
a new Big Bang Theory after 2.5 Men. Monday, only CBS.
Well, Murray State among the nation's best field goal shooting teams coming into this tournament. They've just scored their first 6 shots. The Fox still only down 4 points.
Well, the big thing is that Easley has 2 fouls. Number 43 right there is going to the bench and has been on the bench. He's had 93 block shots. He would be a big factor in this game. Blocked the first shot of the game, so he's going to sit probably for the entire first half. Puts a lot of pressure on McLean. His sub is only 6'6".
Well, as expected, Vanderbilt, the bigger team out of the SEC, has controlled the glass early in this game. 7-0 in second chance points. They find Taylor getting to the rim. Nice defensive stand on the interior. And a basketball ball belongs to Murray State.
Right here, take the ball strong to the basket. A very, very nice challenge in here. Terrific, terrific job by Ivan Aska. And of course, it's going to be Murray State going the other way.
Aska, the Ohio Valley Conference's freshman of the year last season. So 15:36 remaining. First half here in San Jose. Spirititas, Bob Lenza with you. Vanderbilt, the 4th seed, ranked 20th in the AP poll.
Festus Ezeli, number 3 in the game right now for Ogilvy, part of their international contingent.
A sophomore born in Nigeria. Defending here, Aska, little turnaround, misses everything inside. And a foul charge to Vanderbilt.
Well, so far in this game, Murray State is doing an excellent job on second chance points. Billy Kennedy's team not doing such a great job on their first shot, but they are getting after it on the boards, and that is very admirable.
Bill Kennedy's Murray State Racers winning 17 games at one point this season. From December 30th to February the 20th, that broke a school record established back in the 1930s, a historic season for the Racers. In the meantime, Danero Thomas brings them to within 1 point.
You mentioned the balance on this team, Spiro. 6 guys average about 10 points a game, so you can't skew your defense in any direction.
Steve Teamgame, another international player, checked in for Vanderbilt. The putback jam in and out. It was Ed Daniel. A chance to stuff it home, could not.
Well, get down the floor on the break. Daniel was going to be in the highlights. Now he's in the lowlights on this miss, for sure. it became a long shot because he was so high above the rim.
He got a little nerves early in this game, but the kid can jump. We know that. Won the Alabama State High School dunk competition last year as a high school senior. Something tells me he'll get another look at a dunk in this game.
They get after it.
10-9 lead for Vanderbilt.
Field number 0 has been a little bit uninvolved at the offensive end. He is their best offensive player.
Averages just over 15 points per game, the senior. Nice little roll for Jeffrey Taylor. Gene Gang, meantime, is hurt. Crumples to the floor as he grabs his midsection. Gene Gang born in Cameroon.
Take a look in the middle of the lane right here. Guys jostling for position. Hard to tell what happened.
Maybe got the wind knocked out of him. Looks like he's okay. So a 12-9 lead for the Commodores. 14:25 remaining. Crowd continues to fill the building here in San Jose.
Remember a couple of years ago, the Cameroon crazies at UCLA? They had 2 players from Cameroon, Luc Richard, Umba Amute, and Alfred Aboya. Those guys went to the Final Four. Now, in case you're wondering why 3 officials are not over there, 2 officials go, the referee and whoever had the call. The 3rd official goes out and makes peace and makes sure nothing else happens out on the floor.
Trying to determine if the contact should garner any kind of excessive foul call. As you see Gene Gang kind of grimacing pain there in the center of the paint.
It looked to me like Isaac Smiles' right hand just went into his lower abdomen there. Didn't look intentional to me, do you think?
Certainly looked like a clean play as both teams go to their respective benches. The officials.
Jay wants a timeout. Timeout. Villanova.
Greg Gumbel in New York, in Providence, Rhode Island. Robert Morris and Villanova are tied at 58 with 25 seconds to go. We will take you there for the closing seconds right after this.
The laurel is a reward for achievement. Reward yourself at the Cadillac Laurel event with a CTS sports sedan. Visit soon, because while there is no expiration date on achievement, on rewarding there is. For qualified current lessees, the CTS Luxury Collection. Reward yourself.
.58 all with 25.4. Game reset to 25.4 to go. Team fouls 10 plus for both, and the possession arrow Villanova. Where do you go with this?
Well, they love to run a ball screen, and Scott, we saw him split it earlier. He likes to refuse it. He'll try and get in the lane and find some people. What's dangerous here is the open jump shot is one thing that's positive for Villanova, and also on the glass, Yaru with a putback if there is a miss. I would not let Reynolds get the ball. If he gives it up, don't let him get it back.
Fisher will inbound. Redding, Yaru, here's Scotty Reynolds.
I'm going to count on him, so he has to give it up. They're going to be able to run whatever they want late.
Yes, they are.
They're going to be a run-out ball screen. There they go.
10 to go. Here's Giroux. There's the help defense. Reynolds turns the corner, puts it up. Tipped out of bounds. Oh, they got to put time back.
Yeah,
on the
they
clock,
sure do.
They?
They got to put time back up there. They're going to say the ball didn't land outside.
I see, of course.
Yeah.
Yep. Another timeout with .9 remaining.
looking intimidated. Agreed. This 4-seeded Vanderbilt team. McClellan misfires on the 3. And Murray State has it looking for more.
Vanderbilt this year swept Tennessee and swept the Gators and played a 2-point game against Kentucky. Those are these points of pride for this group this year.
Miles trying to find a space. Inside a pass. Nice ball movement inside to Daniel. And Edward Daniel to the free throw line with a chance to tie this game. With 12:31 left in this first half.
When you go through a season like Murray State has in the Ohio Valley Conference and you win 30 games and go 17-1 in your league, you build up confidence. Doesn't matter who you're playing against in the NCAA tournament, you're used to winning, and they have the winning habit.
Good, and put it on the floor. Reading will inbound. Here's the back screen lob. There it is! No! What a block by Green. What a play by Green. Oh, what a save by Dallas Green.
Greg Gumbel in New York, 58-58. Robert Morris in Villanova. Going to overtime. We'll keep you updated. Let's send you back to your game.
Puerto Rico. Big day in the history of their program. That play knocked out of bounds after the dribble drive by Taylor.
You know, the other thing that Murray State's doing very well in this game, the ball is getting to the paint like on that play with a dribble or a pass. All 5 guys converging in the lane and slapping at the basketball. Very few clean shots in the lane for Vanderbilt at all in this game so far. Ogilvie got one early on a nice pass from Taylor, but other than that, it's been very, very congested in the lane. I think that Vanderbilt needs to take advantage of Ogilvie's side, spread the floor. They've got good 3-point shooters, and try to be a little bit more determined about getting the ball inside to him.
Well, after Vanderbilt, as they trying to sort through some more confusion, after Vanderbilt went down in the SEC tournament to Mississippi State, they talked about getting to the rim a little bit more. Their free throws went down there as that tournament progressed.
And Jarvis Venardo had 6 blocks in that game. Ogilvie only had 2 points in that game. Of course, Venardo, the leading shot blocker in the history of college basketball for Mississippi State.
They put 4 seconds back on the clock. Here's Taylor again getting to the rim. And they'll earn a trip to the free throw line with 12:15 to play before halftime.
Well, Vanderbilt, if they take it strong like they do on this play, dribble, drive the lane, you're going to get crowded. And this is what's going to happen during the course of the game. You're going to score more points from the free throw line than you are from the field because of the racers' idea of stinging you as you come into the lane there. Taylor, a very good free throw shooter, up near 80, 76%. Nice stroke.
Second free throw pushes to a 3-point lead. Murray State has it. Isaiah Cannon, the much heralded freshman from Biloxi, Mississippi, is checked in.
He was big in the win in the conference tournament final, knocking in 3s.
Freshman of the year in the Ohio Valley Conference. Isaac Miles. Game back to a 1-point differential. John Jenkins, the freshman, back in. Murray State.
Jenkins is going to get a lot of attention from Isaac Miles.
Ogilvie steps out, can't put it in. Comes Cannon. Checked here by Brad Tinsley. Whistle blown against Vanderbilt. So possession maintained by Murray State in a 1-point game. Stay with us.
When we built our first hybrid, YouTube didn't exist, and Facebook was still run out of a dorm room. When we built our first hybrid, more people had landlines than cell phones, and gas was $1.75 a gallon. And now, while other luxury car makers are building their first hybrids, Lexus hybrids have traveled 5.5 billion miles. And that's quite a head start.
Even the chicken and bacon ranch is now a $5 footlong sub. Any regular footlong sub, $5. Hurry in.
The energy drink for your feet. With ZigTech, I get more trained
10,000 boomers a day reaching retirement age. The need for help has never been greater. A Merrill Lynch financial advisor can help you plan, invest, and manage your assets, which could make your second act better than your first. Merrill Lynch Wealth Management.
Sir, finding everything okay?
I work for a different insurance company. My auto policy is just getting a little too expensive.
With Progressive, you get the name your price option, so we build a policy to fit your budget.
Ah, the price gun. I wish we had this. We just tell people what to pay.
Yeah, we're the only ones that do.
I love your insurance. Bill? Tom?
Hey, it's an office party. The freedom to name your price, only from Progressive. Call or click today.
Watching these games brings me back.
Back to what?
I'm about to download these highlights. No, he did not just dunk on my team. Oh, yes, he did. No, he did.
Brady did.
Did you see that, Mark?
No, I didn't.
What?
I'm not on AT&T. I have to hang up the download.
To stay in the game, you need the 3G network that lets you talk and surf the web at the same time. AT&T, a better 3G experience. Now buy one backflip after mail-in rebate and get one free after mail-in rebate. Hurry in. Offer ends March 31st.
West region, San Jose, a one-point game between Vanderbilt and Murray State, 4 against 13. Some foul issues now, Bob, for both of these teams. AJ Ogilvy for Vanderbilt is picking up the second foul.
Yeah, the two tallest players for either team are on the bench, as Easley went to the bench very early, but in his place, Edward Daniel has been a really pogo stick on the offensive boards here.
Murray State has with a chance to take the lead. 11 minutes left before halftime.
Change in strategy right here on the part of Kevin Stallings. He's going to a 2-3 zone. If he's scouted Murray State, he knows a lot of the teams in his conference play zone against Billy Kennedy's team. They like the dribble drive. That takes it away a little bit.
Stallings so respected around the game for his passes and all his abilities. Nice find inside.
Yeah, there's an extra about that backdoor play. Pete Carrill would be proud.
Vanderbilt a 19-16 lead.
Now watch the 2-3 zone right here. In the middle, you've got Festus Ezeli, 6'11", 255. He should play with his hands out. Getting the rebound on the miss is what's been troubling for Vanderbilt so far in the game.
Dante Poole checking in. The sophomore setting up Isaiah Cannon for the corner three.
46% from downtown on the year. That is excellent. 35 is good. 46 is through the roof good.
Second among freshmen in all of Division I college basketball. And a quick answer from Vanderbilt. 21-19 lead for the Commodores. We come up on 10 to play before halftime. Here's Poole.
I think Beal needs to get involved a little bit more. Number 0 on this team has taken one shot. He averages 15 a game.
Isaiah Cannon became a YouTube sensation earlier in the season with a half-court shot from his knees in an Ohio Valley Conference game. We'll get to that a little bit later. It's B.J. Jenkins, the Virginia Beach native.
See the use of the bounce? Always on the part of the Racers.
Vanderbilt trying to break the tie with a corner three that misses everything. This is Lance Bullhorn on the three-point try.
Both coaches getting a lot of players in here in the first part of this game. NCAA tournament nerves play a factor. They want to get guys in so they get a sweat up.
Still get the feeling that Vanderbilt is trying to get comfortable. Very unfamiliar teams, obviously, having not seen each other. Another three, and Murray State has grabbed its first lead of this ball game.
Jenkins 2 in a row against the zone.
24-21, the 13th seed in front. And how do the Commodores answer?
They need to get it inside, and the interior is where they have the advantage, and there it is.
Festus Ezeli brings Vandy within one.
Two things have emerged in this game for me so far. Murray State, very tough and quick, using the bounce to get in there, and then stinging defensively in the paint at this end.
Andre Walker, the steal, boy, look out, nearly undercut. We'll get to the free throw line. That's coming from the freshman Isaiah Cannon. Andrews play, Walker's feet taken out from underneath him.
Yeah, not intentional. Run past the man, try to slap the ball out of his